we're going to go through the superhero projects that came out this year, and we're going to rank them worst to best.
Can we just shotgun blast the first two because I don't want to talk
also,
about these very much.
there are some things in this list that like should be theoretically on this list, like the new season of Invincible, but only Jay has seen. There was like Marvel Zombies, which Dave is the only one that has seen, and then there was Ironheart and something
Wakanda,
else
Eyes of Wakanda.
that we just don't care about, and I'm not going to put it on this list because I don't care. I'm not going to watch it. This is just everything that we've seen this year ranked from worst to best. So, number 7, the worst by far, was Captain America: Brave New World.
Agreed.
And I've said this before. I think I've even said this on this channel. This was the only movie, like Captain America movie, where I'm watching it and I'm just thinking to myself, like, man, this has been done better in every single Captain America movie. It's trying to do Captain America: Winter Soldier. It's trying to do Captain America: Civil
trying to
War, and it's
speedrun
not
Cap.
doing it as good as these ones. I remember watching. There's like a car scene in this with Giancarlo Esposito, where he's like shooting at Captain America, and the entire time I'm thinking, man, I'd rather really be watching Winter Soldier right now.
Also,
that scene with
can we
Samuel L.
just
Jackson-
talk about how awesome it is that Giancarlo Esposito has just been totally typecasted since Breaking Bad, that he has never changed character once. He plays Gustavo Fring in every single thing that he is in.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad.
Even the Far Cry video game.
This movie it wasn't good. It was boring as all hell.
And honestly, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing else to add.
What's number 6?
Number 6 was Fantastic Four, another one that we were all looking forward to.
What's number 5?
We got nothing to add
We've
about
already
this one, huh?
talked extensively about that.
It was just another movie where it's like everybody was hyping the crap out of this one, and then we go and see it, and it's like, is Marvel paying people? Like, are they getting like fans, mega fans, and they're taking them to these premieres, and like they're relying on that goodwill?
That or they're giving them a really good movie, and then they give us the really crappy movie, and they're like, what the hell?
I think what happened is after Endgame, like everything following, the normal people, like the people, it disappeared, and all that's left are the super fans that are gonna pay for 4 separate Avatar tickets to see the trailers for Doomsday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those people exist, sadly.
Yeah, they do.
And we are them. We are going to be going every week to go see that new stupid Avengers
Just
teaser.
so we can report on it for you guys at home. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Help us get monetized so we don't have to pay with our own money for this
Yes.
stuff.
We are single-handedly giving Avatar Fire and Ass $2 billion.
Yep, just us. Us
Just
four
us.
schmucks.
Good thing we have A-lister.
Number 5 is Daredevil Born Again.
Here's something we can talk about.
I really, really, really liked Daredevil Born Again. Do I think it's as good as like the first 3 seasons of Daredevil? I don't. But I like the way that this one is set up in this MCU world, and you get the Kingpin coming back, and he is the same Kingpin that we knew from the Netflix Daredevil show. This isn't the Disney-fied Kingpin. This is a rageful, angry, pissed-off Kingpin who is having to contain himself and not be that
And
guy.
it is so cool.
Because
It
you
is
know
so
deep
cool.
down this guy is gonna snap.
Just a piece of
In
crap.
that last episode, when he snaps, it's the coolest thing I've seen on TV this year.
Well, I can also say this.
No,
that-
it's not.
well,
Sorry,
hold on,
forgot Andor.
pause.
Forgot Andor
What-
came out.
What I'm trying to say is, it was nice to have a canon, like I know this is not really technically what it was, but a soft reboot of the series. To have like a
Kind of, yeah.
I'm not saying it was fully, but
I
having
know what you're saying.
a kind of turn, because Netflix had its own little turn with it, but then when we got Daredevil
Netflix
Born
had
Again,
more than its own little turn.
Well,
Those
Netflix
were
had the
good-ass
best Marvel
seasons of
TV
Daredevil.
show, period.
but it was nice to have
End of story.
when it got connected to Disney and it started making that little turn, like it had a soft reboot to bring it into that MCU
No.
station.
I will say it is by far the best Disney TV show. But as far as like the original 3, what beats it?
Andor.
I'm talking Marvel.
Oh, Marvel.
Disney
then
Marvel.
Yes.
Yeah, Disney
Just
Marvel TV show.
yes.
Nothing
I
even
agree.
comes close. Maybe Wanda and WandaVision. Oh, Loki's actually not bad. Shout out Loki.
Loki's
Loki's,
not bad.
pretty good.
Loki's all right. WandaVision is only
What if it's not bad?
it's only unique because it's just
They're fun.
I like What Ifs.
the different time periods and how they replicated the TV styles.
I liked the Falcon
Moon
and
Knight.
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Falcon.
Oh,
and
that
Winter
wasn't bad
Soldier was
either.
all right. Moon Knight.
I
Moon Knight.
still am standing on this is the best thing that Disney's made for
I think it
TV.
stands up there.
I think you're right.
There's a scene that I have like thought about like several times this year since and it's come back in my brain because I'm like, man, that scene was just freaking sick.
Is it that scene where he's like fighting the robber out on the street underneath that?
No,
like,
it has
tunnel or
nothing to do
something?
with that. It's pure just a cinematography thing where it's like it's the first episode. You get the DLZ song playing in the background.
Oh,
and it's,
yeah.
And it's you have Matt Murdock down with the people in the streets,
Oh,
and it's red. Everything's red.
That was so
And you got the devil, right? That's the Daredevil in Hell's Kitchen, baby. And then looking up, there's Wilson Fisk, and it's blue and everything, and he's looking down, and it's the blue looking down
On
on
the
red, and it's just like that scene is just stuck in my head, and then you got that song playing.
That
What is that
song-
song? Staring at the Sun.
Yeah, Staring
by
at the
DLZ. Fetching hard.
No, that went on my playlist.
It did, yeah. That song goes fetching hard, dude, and that shot goes fetching hard. That alone makes this list.
No.
Just that scene alone, and then the last 2 episodes are fire as hell. I just like the action kicked ass. There's like a couple scenes in Daredevil where it's like very clearly CGI, and I'm like, why did this have to be CGI?
There was the first interaction between Frank Castle and Matt Murdock.
Oh,
and that was,
that's good.
That was pure cinema. I love that.
First off, anytime those two are together in the Netflix and this one were just phenomenal. I love having Daredevil. And
What does
Daredevil
he
together.
say? He's like, you're gonna keep. What does he say, guys? It's
can't
driving me
remember.
crazy. He's like,
You're gonna drop the bull crap.
no, he's like,
Doesn't he call him Red? I love that he calls
he
him
keeps
Red.
calling him Red, but he's like something. He says it over and over again, like you're gonna keep waiting and waiting and waiting. But he says it like again and again and again. Nothing. This is not ringing any.
No,
bells.
it is. It is. I can't
I
remember.
can't either. But yeah, I mean, he's badass. Like the Punisher is badass, and I love that. All these cops are like worshiping the Punisher, and
He wants
once
to
he
kill
gets
him.
out, he doesn't give a rat's ass. He's like, fetch these guys using my symbol who don't even realize what I stand for, and he just kills all of them. I'm like, hell yeah, that's my Frank Castle right
That's
there.
why I love this
So
one.
awesome.
Frank Castle's badass.
I mean, first off, I still think that Thomas Jane is my favorite Punisher. Period. But I do love this.
and that's why we have Sean here, folks, to give weird ass takes like that.
That is the most bizarre, but I love it.
But I love you,
I mean,
Sean.
I grew up with that. I grew up with that movie, and I love that that comic book like accurate kind of
And
Punisher.
I'll be honest. I think you are the only person that I've ever heard say that.
What's number 4?
Number 4 is Thunderbolts.
What a shock!
Yep.
What a shock to the Marvel system. I thought this movie would be trash, and we went and saw it, and I walked out like, wow, that was good.
I think it took you guys like almost like a whole month to convince me to finally watch this movie, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this movie. It looks like really stupid, but then people kept saying, watch it.
There is this part
way closer to me.
that I.
Dude, like I am.
No.
like, I am.
This
I
is
am.
just
I am
always-
so
this
is how this spot is.
This
Oz.
spot
This
sucks
is how this spot has
ass.
Right?
always been.
Yeah.
I hate this
You don't hear
spot.
me complain though. I've never once complained.
This
Yet
spot
the
is
first time he's in
ass.
it, he's complaining.
I feel like
that
Jay's
is
on my lap
Oz for you.
I'm never doing this again. I'm never sitting here again.
But
Okay.
thanks for cutting me off.
Sorry, I just had to complain about it.
So I was just worried that this would be Suicide Squad, but Marvel version, not the Suicide Squad. Phenomenal movie. In fact, probably top 3 favorite DC movies ever. No, the crappy one with Will Smith, and it's not crappy because of Will Smith. He does a fine job. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, the Thunderbolts is not that. There is this part in like the beginning of it, and I swear this character was in the like promotional material that they just shoot and never comes back, and I'm like, that
Taskmaster.
was so awesome.
Yeah, that was
They
the
just
shit.
I
killed
was
Taskmaster.
so glad that they did that because that Taskmaster has
Sucked.
always ticked me off. It's like, what did you do to Taskmaster? What have you done to my boy? But anyway, I love this movie.
Yeah, they changed it. Didn't they change it into a girl and then execute her like almost immediately? Yeah.
No, there's always a, like the character was a girl in the Winter Soldier.
I know what I'm
Or
saying, but
not
like,
the Winter.
But I'm
Black
saying
Widow.
like it was a man in like comic books,
Oh.
and they changed him into
You could have changed him into a woman, but they completely changed its entire identity.
Right.
It's like, why did you do this to this character that's actually one of the main villains in Marvel? It's like, what were you thinking?
My thing with Thunderbolts is sometimes it's okay to like have your characters just be like so on the nose with everything, and it's like this one, it was all about like emotions and dealing with depression and anxiety and all sorts of things, and it's like it's very sappy, it's very emotional, it's very over the top, it's in your face, but it's like that's okay. It doesn't always have to be just like so subtle and vague. It's like this one is loud, it's in your face, and it's funny, and it works. It all works for me. I even like Sentry. Is that his name?
Yep.
And I remember these characters' names. I remember Sentry. I could not tell you any other new character the MCU has introduced.
His
Bob.
his
Bob.
dark version was the Void.
The
Where
Void.
he was just
Yeah.
like instantly deleting people, like the girl, where it's like, oh, they're not going to kill the girl.
And oh man, and I think I said this. Did we review Thunderbolts or did we just talk about
I
it?
think we just I think
we
you guys
just
talked
talked
about it.
Yeah, I love watching superheroes save people. And that's what Thunderbolts has a scene at the end where they're just saving civilians. They're just saving people.
Do you
and
love
I
it when
love
they?
that.
Do you love it when they save squirrels?
Yeah.
Leading us into number 3, baby! Superman.
What a phenomenal movie!
I love this movie.
It's the best.
It's the best. Nobody did it better. Actually, 2 things did it better. It's number 3. Not the best, some say.
It's better than Zack Snyder's Man of Steel.
Better than. Not gonna get
It's in
into
the
this.
top 3.
Yeah, Superman. James Gunn, Superman. Number 3.
That's with this movie. We got to see it pretty early,
We did.
and I'm glad we did. I
Because
loved
we
it.
were ahead of the fetching hype, baby. This
Yeah,
is
we
what
were.
started this channel was
It
Superman.
was a Superman review.
And I'm glad. Superman's a great place to start.
And everybody else that came out of that movie after just solidified everything that we said. And it's like this movie, it nailed everything that a Superman movie should. It humanized Superman to a level. It brought him down to earth because Superman for so long has just been this like godlike superhero that you have to treat with such reverence, which is what I've said this. I was worried about that with James Gunn directing Superman. I was worried it was going to be Superman worship. And this movie's not. It's not Superman worship. It is Superman done correctly, where you get a grounded Superman who cares about people, who is one of us.
It was nice to have him humanized for a change. Make him a little weaker for a change. It's refreshing. And it's like that's the same thing that we're getting into with the Batman and stuff. Like I think James Gunn recently said that the Batman's on the brink of getting boring. And it's like that's why we take the character and we give a new spin on it.
Yep.
And so what they did with Superman, it works. It's great. He's relatable.
Yep.
He's not this godlike being. He's like a normal dude. Like his monologue at the end where he's talking to Lex, where he's like, and that's the thing. He's like, I'm just like you. I wake up every morning and I think what's gonna happen. And blah blah. Like it was a great scene. And then obviously Crypto coming out and beating the crap out of Lex was.
And the scene with him and his dad is like a scene that gets me. It gets me all choked up every time I watch it.
Yeah.
Quick one though for me. It's one of the big things I loved about this particular film was if we had a Christopher Reeves like movie back in the day with CGI, this is how I felt this would have been. Like I love the way it had almost a very classic feel to it with a lot of modern technology to it, and that's why I love watching those movies as a kid and having an original feel and tone of a Superman in a modern day like era was like perfect to me.
And I like that we didn't even try to give Superman another theme. It's like, nope, that John Williams score, that's Superman's theme. And that's what we're going with.
And I love that.
We also had a contender for the character who carried the most, being Mr. Terrific from Superman as well. Kicked ass.
Which
Yeah.
we'll get into that.
What was our number 2, Oz?
Number 2 was season 2 of Peacemaker.
That was good. That was good. It another James Gunn project. Both James Gunn projects this year.
Yeah.
In the top 3.
And top 3.
Wow.
Peacemaker season 2, I think we all kind of agreed had like a rocky start. But once it found its groove and it found its footing, it was like I was on board the entire time. It was such a good show.
Yeah, I agree with that. It started out like it was just that first episode really where it was a little rocky, but then it's like, you get past that and then it hits the ground running and you're along for the ride. Like when they introduced this like dimension portal room with all the doors
Yeah.
that they go into, and then he finds a different universe where his dad is good and his brother's still alive. Like,
Which leads to like one of the funniest moments, laugh out loud moments I've had all year, and it's like equal times like disturbing. But it's like it's funny, but it's also like dark as hell.
we won't spoil it because it's such a
Yeah.
good show, so you guys should go see it for
Go
yourselves.
watch Peacemaker if you haven't seen it. And I think it does what James Gunn does super well, which is characters and building up a team.
Yep.
Because the 6th Street Kids, is that what they're called?
It's the 12th Street or 20th Street,
Something like that.
11th Street.
11th Street
There we go.
Kids, yeah. They're a group that was built up in the first season of Peacemaker that I already loved and adored, and this season just like proves it. Like it just makes you again agree with everything that you already thought with season 1, which is these guys are a family unit, and that's what James Gunn does so well with Guardians of the Galaxy. Hell, with Scooby-Doo, with those guys, it just it
Back
all
to that
works.
train.
I mean, not in the case with Scooby-Doo, but he does a good job of taking an obscure character and making me care about them and
Yeah.
making them feel like they're just as fleshed out
I
as the
agree.
well-known ones.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I know just as much about Peacemaker that I do about Superman.
Or Mr. Terrific.
Yep, Mr. Terrific even, and I like that.
There's a point in Peacemaker season 2 that like I just didn't know if I was on board or not, and then it like clicked. And for the rest of that show, I was like, this show is freaking awesome. But it wasn't up until that 5th episode, I think, is where it happens. There's this dark twist that like I should have seen coming as a history teacher. I should have seen this coming. And like they even pointed out, they're like, that's been there this entire time. And it's like, I don't know how I didn't see that. Because I've been watching this the entire time, and it just is like so bizarre and twisted, and you're like, where the fetch did this come from? I loved it. Ever since that 5th episode on, the show just goes
Which, how many
up.
episodes were there?
8?
I got it.
5 episodes to get to that thing?
Yeah.
I think so.
I binged this show. I waited until it was pretty close. I think I waited until the finale was coming out, and then I binged the whole thing. And it plays pretty close to like a movie. I mean, the episodes are fairly short. I remember some of them being only like 35 minutes.
Which we need to normalize that. We need more shorter shows because I am sick of having to sit down for an hour at a time to watch a TV show. 30 minutes, great amount of time.
Boy,
for a
this
show.
is such a good discussion to have because I just strongly disagree with you.
I agree with both. I think there's a time and a place for hour-long television, and like, well, I'll derail it a bit. But like Andor, for instance, having hour-long episodes because it's a slower-paced thing and it's got to build up that tension. But then in Peacemaker, it worked
30,
out
30,
with
30,
shorter
30.
Can I just disagree with you there because that first 3 episodes didn't need to exist and it felt like they were trying to meet a quota. You could have cut those out. The show would have been perfect if you had those spread out over 30, 40-minute episodes. Honestly, that show slaps after the 4th episode. Slaps. Love it. My 2 favorite shows of this year are Smiling Friends, 12, 15-minute episodes.
Okay, but does this come down to like the creator of the show just knowing how to pace something? Because Smiling Friends is unique in being able to tell a full story in 10 minutes.
I would agree with that because the show Welcome to Derry, I'm going to derail it just for a little second, but the Welcome to Derry, each episode is like 50 to an hour and 5 minutes. And each episode, I am locked into almost the entire episode, and it keeps you locked in the entire time. There's pacing to it per episode, but the fact that each episode is an hour and something, even though I think the last one's like an hour and a half, and I was like locked into
This show's
each
actually
episode.
good.
I have to say, he is 100% like I am. I had to turn. I was trying to take a nap the other day, and I was like watching it. I couldn't stop watching it, so I had to like change what I was watching because I was exactly as you were saying. This show slaps.
As soon as you
Yes.
as soon as you like episode 2, like you get locked in after episode 2.
Episode 1 was rough, but see
But
everything.
going
after.
back to the shorter
Go ahead.
episode thing, Barry was like 30-minute episodes. Never felt shortchanged with Barry.
But that's the pace of it. It's the same as the pace of the show. Like any type of like, it depends on the story of the show. For example,
I think if we're going to be forced to wait fetching 4 or 5 years in between seasons, I don't want to be shortchanged and given 30-minute episodes.
That's a fair
With Stranger
point.
Things, I want a 2.5 hour long episode every damn
but
time.
that's kind of the point, though. With Stranger Things, you have an
better
hour and
prove
some, but you have an hour and some because that's the pace of the show.
Oz wants to watch a damn movie 5 times a day.
I
If
don't
you're going to make me
know. I
wait
don't.
5 fetching years, yes, I do. I want to watch a movie.
But if we're waiting a year, 30, 40 minutes, episodes are not bad.
Gentlemen.
yeah, what the hell is number
we are-
one?
we are- we are.
Number one.
I think we can save this discussion for
Yeah,
next
that-
week's
that-
episode.
that's-
Number
This was good though.
That was
number
good.
one
I like this one.
on the best superhero projects this year.
Which can I just say, all three of us? Sorry, I don't know if
Nope,
Sean's
I still haven't
this.
played it yet.
Sorry,
Nope,
buddy,
I
but
need-
you got to.
I need to
all
play it
three of
anytime.
us. As soon as we were like, "Is this going on the list?" If it is, it's number one, and we agreed it should be on the list. Go ahead.
Dispatch is number one.
By far.
Dispatch. I mean, none of us played the same game.
No.
That's what's so cool
We got
about
the
it.
same ending, but there are things that I got that Jay didn't get because he didn't have what's her face at the end. You kept her locked up. Mm-hmm. You didn't get the dick and balls joke.
I
I got
did.
the dick and balls joke.
Wait, you kept
I
her
did
locked
not
up?
trust her one bit after she betrayed
He
me.
was a true Boy
So,
Scout.
so, Sean, when you play, make sure when you have a choice to zip tie a girl to a table,
in a
not in a weird
non-sexual
way.
way.
Not in a
Not
sexual
weird
way, not a
battle,
sexual way.
battle scene happening.
you get a funny dick and ball joke.
Okay.
Okay. So just make sure you do it. Just
Yeah.
make sure you don't lock her there.
So I was looking forward to this. I just didn't have the money to buy it. Oz was asking if he should buy it, if I would recommend it, and I was like, "Oh, go ahead."
Dave's my video game guy. I go to Dave before I have any recommendations. I'm like, Dave, have you heard anything good? Because if you have, I'll get it. If you haven't, I'm not getting it.
Dave is tuned in.
Yeah.
I am the video game guy. But Oz bought it, and then he played like 20 minutes, 30
I played
minutes.
the first episode.
Yeah, and he didn't touch it. And so it's his game, but we're on the same like family sharing platform
get on
for
your
Steam.
guys', yeah.
And so I was bold with it. I downloaded it and just started playing it. And yeah, no, I like told him immediately. I'm like, dude, you need to play this. Like,
Yeah.
have you played it? Why have you stopped? It's a different perspective of like superheroes that we don't get, where you play as a human in a world of people with powers, and he loses his source of power being his suit. He plays Mecha Man.
He's basically Iron Man.
Yeah, he's basically an Iron Man, and he has
As
to
if
be
Captain America was Iron Man. This is just a good
That's a
ass
great
statement.
way to
There we
That's
go.
actually-
He's got a heart of gold, and in this game, you can make choices. So you can play as a Boy Scout, or you can be a bad boy if you want. But the core of it revolves around him being a dispatcher for what is known as the Superhero Network, and he's a part of the Z Team, which is the Phoenix program. It's a bunch of former villains that are given a second chance to be
what a
superheroes.
cool concept.
Right? And it's like that was the game component, but the story that came from that, like he locked these people up and they don't know that, and now he's bossing them around and like they hate him, they hate each other, and they're trying to like work together as a team, and it just works.
And the voice acting in this game is just on another level. I mean, you have Aaron Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Paul, incredible. But he's not even like the best, in my opinion, the best one. I just love Moist Critical.
Yep.
He kills it. Jacksepticeye, I'm not even a fan, but don't have anything against him, but I don't watch his stuff. He does a great job too. He's one of the funniest characters. I loved every character that we had.
Fun fact: the blonde Blazer, the girl that voices blonde Blazer, is the new voice for Samus.
Really?
Not voice, more grunts and like. But
Really?
yeah, that's Samus.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah, Dave,
Can I
you can borrow the game.
borrow the game?
You can borrow my Switch too.
All right.
So, fun fact about this game. When I first played through, I didn't trust Blonde Blazer one bit, but she would have been the love option that I would have gone with if I did trust her. And I trusted Invisigal, and I made a mistake.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is why Jay is still single.
Yes.
He just doesn't trust women. He goes, I think I got it
I
figured
can
out.
trust
and
the
then at
woman who turns
end,
invisible.
He goes, damn it, wrong one.
Ladies and gentlemen out there, Dispatch is definitely our number one pick. If you guys have a way to play it or experience it, we highly recommend it.
Let's just go down the list just one more time.
Yeah, so best superhero projects of 2025 ranked worst to best. We have number 7, we have Captain America Brave New World. Number 6, Fantastic Four. Number 5, Daredevil Brave New World. Or no, Daredevil Born Again.
Born Again.
Daredevil Born Again. Number 4 is Thunderbolts. 3 is Superman. 2, Peacemaker Season 2. And number 1, Dispatch.
And it's a very based list.
It's the most correct list. Anybody else that tries to make a best superhero list of 2025 is wrong.
And frankly,
Unless
it's the
it's this
Amiibros list. So
It is the Amiibros
So
list, which
bite
is
us.
the definitive list.